Siemanko, I'm Yaro, and thank you for having me today. Yeah, I'm a little bit nervous because it's like my first presentation in English, as I have some international friends over there. So yeah, I'm decided to do it in English. And yeah, let's get started. Couple words about me. Uh, I'm a full stack developer, and I'm really passionate of tech in like any forms, starting from some gadgets, from I don't know, smartwatches, iPhones. My favorite channel is NKBHD, and yeah, also dev technologies. So I found one unique technology, what I want to show you, and let's get started. And before we go to the payload CMS, I want to show you some breaking news.
PayloadCMS 3.0 has arrived. PayloadCMS 3.0 has arrived, a game changer for developers in 2025. The wait is over. PayloadCMS 3.0 is officially here, bringing a groundbreaking evolution to the world of headless CMS. Packed with powerful features, seamless integrations, and a developer-first approach, PayloadCMS is set to redefine how modern web applications are built. Payload 3.0 isn't just a step forward, it's a leap into the future of web development. With its unmatched efficiency and scalability, this release is poised to transform how developers approach content management. Get started with PayloadCMS 3.0 today and experience the future of headless CMS.
Taki filmik. Oh, sorry. So I generated this video with AI today. Yeah, and I thought it would be fun to start my presentation from that slide because it's not only about tech, it's also about enjoying our meeting today. So let's get started. Payload. So there's some icons of different Раз. Okay. Yeah, you can see there's some icons of headless CMSs, what we have, and CMSs. And my question to you, have you heard of Payload CMS or maybe had experience with that? And if so, raise your hand. Okay, okay, we have some people. Nice. So next question, what headless CMS you know except WordPress? Strapi, okay. Contentful, nice. Sanity, okay, nice. Yeah, so we have some logos of these CMSs, and yeah, like we have a lot of going on like web development, and why should I learn any like another new technology? And it's great question. To answer to that question, I want to talk about like current CMS and what problems we're facing with right now. So let's get starting. Yeah, WordPress. Yeah, I know it's like very old CMS, but still most known CMS, and still people use it a lot. So let's get started from WordPress, but as headless. And there's some things what it's not great in this CMS. There's obviously more, but it's most loved by hackers. It's like really easy to hack this platform, and to keep it safe, you have to update like any version number of WordPress, what is not a pleasant experience because you have to update WordPress, then you have to update plugin, but then some plugin broke another plugin, and like in the circles. Yeah, and it's like slow, and it wasn't designed for modern web applications at all. It started from like block engine, and now people on the internet use it, like created some libraries and plugins to create from this headless CMS. Yeah, it's like you rely on these plugins, and sometimes it's like create problems because like one plugin can also rely on another. Yeah, and please don't forget to update your plugins. Yeah, but honestly, I created this slide to just show you WordPress joke. Okay, but now let's talk about Strapi. Yeah, it's solid choice. Have you used Strapi? Raise your hand. Okay. Yeah, Strapi is a nice headless CMS, and I used it a lot. But there's also some things what is not nice in this CMS. You have to learn some DevOps to like upload it somewhere, because you have to have separate front end, separate back end, and you have to learn some like Heroku or AWS or something like that. I don't know about you, but I pretty often had database conflicts when I created some new collections, and it appears that I can't use some name, or I can't, yeah, because just database conflicts. It's not great experience with updating, because we had some like out Strapi version what we haven't updated for some while, and now we have to update version by version. So we can't like update it to latest version. We have to iterate with like 10 of versions, and of course something will broke during that period of time. Yeah. Also, the problem if you use TypeScript, like I asked a lot of developers how they synchronize backend TypeScript with frontend, and there is many ways how to do it, but like not there is no really nice way to do it. It's not really customizable, I would say. If you would want to change appearance of this CMS, or like customize it more than just creating some collections or pin some hooks. Yeah. And yeah, it's like bugs. For example, I had the collections like relation to another collection, and there was like list of pinned posts, like let's imagine related posts. So I tried to like drag and drop them, and then like some of the related posts what I already had in this list, they like disappeared or something like that. And yeah, Strapi can have such problems. And next slide. Why? Sorry, but like we have to educate client how to use this. Okay, you would say it's WordPress and it's not a latest version, but it's like Strapi. We use Notion. Why we can't just use something similar to Notion, and client will be already like have experience with how to write, how to make title, and some of that. Yeah, you can see it's a lexical editor integrated in Payload. you don't have to do anything. It's like already in payload. And you can see it's like really nice interface. This is a custom field, but this is really nice, clean interface of admin panel where you can put your heading. We will be talking. We will talk a little bit later about this custom block. Yeah, looks clean, fresh, nice. Okay, so let's get started to how to set up Payload app. It's pretty easy. It's my recording, how I set up project. With one command, then you choose template. I choose the website. Then you can select database. There is a lot of options, SQLite, Postgres, MongoDB, like pretty much all the popular databases. And also, like, you can start from blank template, and you can start from more advanced template, website template. And I really recommend you to try this template because there's a lot of best practice, what you can learn from. And yeah, it's a really nice template. And even if you're beginner or if you advanced user, you can like learn from this a lot. So the main thing is collection. And for example, I have blog and I want to fetch list of my like posts. So how would I do this with payload? Yep, I have payload instance, the get payload. It's their local API. And here I can pick a collection. I picked a posts collection, limits like 12 posts per page. Then it's optional, but you can also select what fields, what do you need in this page. It's like GraphQL somewhat. And you can see out of the box, you have TypeScript. And thanks to TypeScript, I can see that for post, I have categories, ID, meta, slug, title, and I can see that title is required and type of string. And it's really, really nice, like when you have such thing and you don't need to do console logs, you don't need to prefetch it somewhere, see in the browser what response you get. Yeah. Okay. So we see how I use this collection, but how I actually added this collection. For example, for post, we have some fields where I define this. So there is a next slide. I don't know, is it readable for you? But I will tell you what's going on here. So I defined that folder, what is like nice for me to use, collection. And in collection, I have posts TSX. And here I define Slack. Also, I defined it access. So there is create, read, delete, update, and pretty much all of that can be done only with authenticated users. And I defined it my fields. So you don't need to use UI because like UI is for the client. We as the programmers, it's like easier to copy JSON object with some properties like copy paste and create hundreds of fields like in seconds. Then like wait for a loading and yeah, I love that. And yeah, you can see that there is a title, type of text required. Also, there is, of course, it's simplified version to show you how easy it looks, even for like beginners or advanced users. There is configuration that I have published at type of date, and it will be in admin it will be sidebar, and custom hook, where before I change post, I record date if there is no date to assign this date. And also I have Slack field because I use this Slack field for pretty much like a lot of collections, for example, pages, for posts, for sometimes categories. So I have function where I predefined this, and yeah, like you use objects, functions, and you don't really have to learn anything new to use payload, and it's like easy to start. So yeah, I created this posts collection, but like where I have to put this to make it work. And there is payload config comes. So you can see that there is build config, and the top 3 properties is required properties to like create and make it work. You have to have secret, which is created when you created your project. It's like automatically created. TypeScript to set where your payload types will be synchronized, and database. Yeah, in this example, I used SQLite, but you can use, yeah, pretty much anything. And also you can see that there is globals, collections, and plugins. So you can install these plugins via npm and put it over there. There's already a library of some plugins for PayloadCMS. And you have 2 types, globals and collections. Globals, it's like for header, footer, for some general options, and collections. And there I just include my pages, posts, and post what I created in a step before. So it's like pretty easy. You just have to know some properties, uh, and they have really great documentation. And you just put this properties, and that's it. Um, so the problem from real life. You have blog post, and client wants to put some subscribe to newsletter or um, some kind of custom blog. So what you have to do with that? If you have just text editor, what I showed before, so you can't just put custom blog over there. You have to create, I don't know, for example, 2 text editors, or maybe create render blocks, and you have, for example, block type of text, block type of subscribe, but why we can't just use editor like in Notion? Or example also from real life, from Neonet, they have some block, and this is interactive element. So you can like click these buttons, mm, share this televisor. Uh, yeah, and how would you do this? And there, here comes custom blocks in lexical editor. So within 5 minutes, you can create your own component function and put it in text editor. So I created such block, and I will show you some video how I like just put in blog post some custom block. It's like simplified version. Yeah, I'm going to my post, put some text, and you can see I have custom banner uh, where I can pick some properties. There's just text, but you can like display anything you want, even like Bitcoin price. Yeah, and also you can see that category is a different collection and how fast CMS works. It's like no cuts, no speed up. It's like real. It's like real demo. And also you can see that I showed Visual Builder in the last step. So like change something, and it comes out of the box. You don't have to set up anything more. It just works. Yeah, I clicked live preview, and there is live preview. So what other features? Yeah, and how does it look like? So there is also context menu, and I have 3 blocks: banner, code, and media block for demo. There I used banner. And if you set up a website template, you will have custom blocks already. So you can like check the code and just copy paste it and create your own block within like 5 minutes. What other features you have in PayloadCMS? So you have like pretty much any authentication methods, GVT tokens, email verification, API strategy, cookie strategy, live preview, image optimization, localization, plugins like redirects plugin, cell plugin, form builder, and it's really nice. I didn't really use it for like full power yet, but from what I saw, it's like really impressive. Sometimes clients want to like create their own forms. Yeah, and content management tools, what we used to, like drafts, preview mode, versioning, auto saving, prevention of concurrent editing, and scheduled publishing. What about AI? So AI is coming. AI is coming, and this is features what's not released yet, but from what I saw from their Discord and from their GitHub, it will be soon. And the first feature is AI writer. So you just have to put your API key, for example, from OpenAI, and you will have AI writer in your text editor. Really nice. What else? AI image generation. Please. AI translation. And like these features will work out of the box. Just put API key just in payload config, what I showed you before. You just add some more properties, and that's it. Like what I like about payload, you have your like core config, payload config, and there like you grow this config as complexity of your application grows. So you can start from like some beginner level, start from a small amount of properties, and then when your application grows, you just add some more features in this config, and that's it. And one more exciting feature. It's really nice, and it also correlates with previous speech. DAM. It's digital asset management, something what I never saw in current CMSs, and it's really nice. So client would be able to create folders and rearrange his own assets in folders as he want. Yeah, nice. And then you can share this collection. For example, you can share your marketing folder. Then you can also pick who can view it and set if it's like logged in user or just anyone else. And you will get shareable link that you can share to someone else. Yeah, nice feature. Yeah, and about deployment. Yeah. You don't have you don't have to have additional hosting for your CMS because Payload created within Next.js. So when you use your Next.js, you have front end and back end all in once. You only like run one command and you have everything. And it's like easy also to sell to the client because you don't have to explain why he needs AWS and something like this. And if you're familiar with Vercel, they have deploy button. So you can generate this deploy button. And when you generate this button, so even non-technical guy can just click this button and like create deployment. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Final thoughts about Payload CMS. Why I like this? Because it's like easy to install, everything in one place. It's fast, it's fresh, it's nice looking. You don't have to learn a lot of stuff to work with that. And yeah, and also I calculated your um, your growth after using this Payload CMS in 2025. So if you would give it a try, your growth will be looking like this. Yeah, I believe that's it. If you want to find me somewhere, this is a QR code, and you will have my links to LinkedIn, to Medium. I also published article about Payload, a little bit more in details. And yeah, if you like it, so give some reactions and maybe I will create tutorials about this CMS. Yeah, because I'm really excited to see how web world is changing right now.